Welcome back to Section 2, Module 1 of Generative AI for Coders. Build a GenAI app in 10 minutes. GPT plus DALL-E plus Streamlit. I am Sophie, your course instructor. In Sections 1, we built a GPT-based code generator and code explainer. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. Link in the description. In this video, we're going to combine GPT-4 and DALL-E to build a complete GenAI app that generates both text and images, perfect for blog posts, ads, content creation, and more. Before we begin, make sure you've signed up for HTTPS platform.openai.com and grabbed your API key. We'll need that to call both GPT and DALL-E. Now let's take step-by-step approach so that you obtain the API key. First visit https platform.openai.com. 2. Log into your OpenAI account using your email or Google Microsoft credentials. 3. Once logged in, you'll land on the developer dashboard. On the left sidebar, click on API keys. 4. Create a new secret key by clicking the plus Create New Secret Key button and then give your key a name, e.g. My App Key. 5. Copy the key immediately. Important, you won't be able to view the key again after closing this window. Click Copy and store it in a secure password manager or .env file. Text plus Image Generator app. Let's jump into the code. First, we'll use GPT-4 to generate a creative text description. Then we'll pass that into DALL-E to get an image based on that text. Now let's scan the code in the right once. First, we import the required libraries, OpenAI to interact with GPT and DALL-E, and OS to read environment variables. Instead of hard-coding our API key, we read it securely using os.getenv OpenAI API key. This is a best practice to avoid exposing secrets in your code. If the API key isn't found, the script stops with a clear error. Here we ask GPT-4 a simple question. Describe a futuristic smart home. Now we use the chatCompletion.create function, which simulates a chat conversation with the AI. The messages parameter contains a single message from the user. GPT-4 replies with a detailed creative description, which we store in the variable description and print to the console. This output will be used to generate an image in the next step. DALL-E has a strict limit. It only accepts prompts up to 1,000 characters. But GPT often generates long paragraphs, which can break our program. So, we extract just the first sentence using split. If it's too short, under 300 characters, we also include the second sentence. Then we trim and truncate the prompt to 1,000 characters using 1,000. Ensuring it's safe to pass to DALL-E, we print the final shortened prompt so we know what we're sending. Now we're using the OpenAI image.create method to talk to DALL-E. We send in the short prompt, request just one image, N1, and specify a 512x 5112 size. The response contains a link to the image. We extract it using response data, URL, and print it to the screen. You can open this URL in any browser and see your AI-generated image based on GPT's creative description. Let's see the output of this code now. Here from the input of Describe a futuristic smart home, the GPT generates a much detailed description of the smart home, which shown in the black screen. This output goes as input to talk to DALL-E, and resulting picture is shown at the bottom right. So in a nutshell, you learned how to use GPT-4 to generate text, then filter it safely for DALL-E, and finally generate a matching image. This is a great starting point for building GenAI-powered apps like story illustrators, content creators, and design idea generators. Next, we will see how to combine a simple Streamlit app with it. Let's now create a simple web app so users can input any idea and get a description plus image instantly. Let me explain the code. Part 1. Import libraries. First, we import the required libraries. Streamlit is used to create the user interface, OpenAI connects us to GPT-4 and DALL-E, and OS helps securely load our API key from system environment variables. Part 2. Load API key. Securely, here, we load the OpenAI API key using os.getEnv. This allows us to keep the key outside the code, which is much safer than hard-coding it. Part 3. Handle missing API key. Before doing anything else, we check if the API key was actually loaded. If not, we show an error in the Streamlit app. This prevents the app from failing silently or crashing without explanation. Part 4. User interface, title and input. Next, we build the user interface. We display a title and create a text input field where users can type a futuristic idea like smart glasses or AI spaceship. Part 5. Trigger generation. When the user clicks the Generate button, we start the AI workflow. A spinner is shown to indicate that the system is thinking and processing the request. Part 6. Generate text, using GPT-4. In this step, we send the user's idea to GPT-4. GPT replies with a detailed and creative description. We display that text below the input field using Streamlit. Part 7. Shorten prompt for DALL-E. Now, we prepare the prompt for DALL-E. DALL-E only accepts up to 1,000 characters, so we extract the first sentence or two and make sure it fits within that limit. Part 8. Generate image using DALL-E. With the short prompt ready, we send it to DALL-E. The AI generates an image and gives us a URL. We use that URL to display the image right in the app. Part 9. Handle errors gracefully. Finally, we wrap the entire process in a try-except block. If anything goes wrong, like a network error or a bad API response, we catch it and display a friendly error message in the app instead of letting it crash. Now to see the output using Streamlit, install dependencies. Pip install Streamlit OpenAI run with Streamlit run app.py. Click the URL provided by Streamlit, and the output look fabulous. Congratulations! You built a full-stack generative AI app that takes user input, generates creative text using GPT-4, and produces a matching image using DALL-E, all inside a shareable Streamlit interface. See you in the next session.